I learned a lot about what Gigi did in the Hawaii Macaha farm, at the Macaha farm and also the Peace Center. So next interview, I will ask him about his life history. He born and grew up in Italy, and he moved to Philippines and moved to Hawaii. So he explained he has many experience, very fruitful experience in his life. So I will ask him that great experience. So hi Gigi.
Hi again. Oh.
Hi again.
Fantastico.
So already we talked about what you did in Hawaii. So could you tell me how is your the young days and
Okay.
after that?
Yes, I am Italian, so.
So where did you born?
I was-
born?
I was born in the north of Italy, at the very border with Switzerland. And the main city is Como, the Lake of Como. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful. And my village is a small village, and I used to be very cute when I was small, looking serious. Now I'm not too serious. Look at that.
Who is he?
Yeah, I was in kindergarten, 4 years old. Yeah, but I was very serious.
Very serious.
In my small village, and I was I live with my grandparents, and my grandparents were farmers, and a small farm. We were completely self-sufficient, so I used to be with them. And also, this is the house where I was born in the village, inside the village, and you can see this is the window of my house and all the neighbors. We were all farmers. In the back, you can see the tower of the church of the village. Yeah, very close to the church. And I used to help my grandparents and my parents to in the farm. Since I was small, honest to God, I didn't like it too much because I couldn't play soccer, only work. So but I learned a lot. Eventually, when I was 11 years old, I decided to become a priest.
What makes you decided to become a priest?
That's a very good question. And look how cute I was when yeah.
Oh, how
12
cute.
years old.
12.
You have to dress already like a priest. Oh, mamma mia. So, and I decided because in my village there was a priest who was really, really good with people. He was good with us. And also he had a nice motorbike, and I wanted to be like him. No, not because of the motorbike. I wanted to be like him because he was good with people. He wanted to help people. He was helping people. And that was my idea. If I thought that if I become a priest, I can help people. Yeah, I'm not too a good student, and I always like to being with people. These are all my friends, and I eventually learned how to learn guitar, and that was forbidden in the seminary. Oh, they wanted to kick me out because I was playing guitar. But I joined another group, a missionary group, and this is me when I was.
This is a missionary group.
We had a band.
Oh.
And the band, since we were all in black, it's called the Black Devils. Yeah? But the idea is that, I learned a lot what friendship is, what caring for each other was. And eventually when I was 25, I became a priest. This picture over here, it's me walking to the church. And my sister has picture at home of me becoming a priest, but walking to the church to become ordained as a priest. The whole village was there. In the back of this picture is my house. The whole village was there, and my cousins and my relatives are there. And this is an official picture of priest. Yeah, fantastic. But I worked with the young people in Italy for 2 years after I became a priest. And it was great because we formed groups that they were interested in the hunger in the world and the injustice in the world. So we were going around Italy to spread the news. We need to do something. We need to support the people in the third world countries. We need to spread the news that things are not right in the world. So but because of that I got in trouble because the church didn't like me too much because of these messages. So one day I got assigned to the Philippines, but before I went to the Philippines I have to go and study English.
So you chose Philippines or they
No,
sent?
They sent, yeah. I wanted to go to work in a leprosy colony in Africa, but my superiors, they said, no, Philippines. I said, oh, well, whatever. I was happy anyway.
You
No?
had any previous idea about the Philippines before you came to?
I had to buy a map to figure out where the Philippines were.
So that was the first time you went to
Yeah.
went outside of your country?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I went to England to learn English, and I was going
before going to the Philippines.
to the Philippines.
Okay.
So I was going to college, but I didn't learn anything. So I joined the fourth graders in a Catholic schools. These are all my classmates, and I was the most terrible kid in the group. The teacher was going crazy. So, but I learned some English, and it was good enough for me. And
so you learn English there
with the
2
kids,
years
with the kids in
with the kids.
9 months, yeah.
9 months.
I used to take my bike, and in the morning I go to school with the kids and listen to the teacher and practice. That's it. Because in England, people don't talk to you so much. They see in the morning, they say, "How do you do?" And you answer, "How do you do?" And that's it. And they don't learn too much English. So anyway, so
anyway, you learned some English there.
after a few months, I left for the Philippines. We were at the airport in Italy, going to the Philippines. That's my father, my mother, my 2 sisters, my brother-in-law, and me in the back, going to the Philippines.
So once we went back to Italy.
I went to Italy, and after I left for the Philippines.
Okay.
So in the Philippines, I was assigned to a slum area first. While I was learning Tagalog, I was in this area. That eventually, I built this church and a small house.
This is a church?
It's a church.
You
It's
built for the
yeah.
Philippine people?
Yeah, in the slums.
Mm.
And this is the inside the church. In the Catholic Church, usually you have a crucifix, yeah? There's a crucifix with Jesus on the. So I didn't want that.
Why you didn't want that?
Because that's I wanted a cross like this one that has the life of the people. So you can see the people. We were in the squatter, in the slums, yeah. So the people are the new crucifix, with a lot of problems, with a lot of situation, with a lot of and that is the redemption. It's something that when people come together and they change. So the word sacrifice is really misunderstood. Sacrifice in Latin it means to make something sacred. So being with the people is to organize with the people, is to try to figure out what is the solution with the people, is something sacred. Has to be on the cross. So yeah. Not too many people like that, especially bishops, but this is more my idea. And this is
never see this type of cross.
Yeah. I think that to me that's very important. It's the people, yeah? Mm-hmm. And this is the place where I was living. This is my area. 45,000 people, yeah. And but here at the time martial law was declared, and all the people, the president wanted to evict all the people. Altogether, the slums were 200,000 people. So we organized. And my point was, I have to stay with the people. And on Sunday, instead of just saying their mass, I said, my question to the people was, what happened this week in our community? And people say, my son got arrested. My son was in prison. My son. so what are we going to do as Christians? And every Sunday we had 2 spies from the government come to listen in what I was saying. So eventually I got arrested twice for this. And afterwards, because so many people were arrested, tortured and killed, that wasn't right. Many people were kicked out from their homes. So one day they came, military, they surrounded my house, they arrested me, and they took me to the immigration fake stuff, and they brought me to Rome, accompanied by 2 military.
Why they arrested you on suspicion of what?
No, because they didn't like what I was doing and tried to help the people to protect their rights, and to it was really a lot of oppression and expose all the violence that 70,000 people were killed under Marcos. You cannot. So that's when I got thrown out to the Philippines, and I went back to Italy. It was very, very painful. It took me 12 years to recover from this. Fortunately, I came to Hawaii. And I came to Hawaii because a friend of mine said, there is a lot of Filipinos in Hawaii, let's go and work with them. So we came to Hawaii, we started what we started. In Hawaii, I met this wonderful lady, and there it is. This is our wedding, you see? And she, oh, look at that. We used to be so young. Oh, no, and we got married up in the mountains, Ka'ala, yeah?
How did you meet her?
Good, interesting. Judy, he used to work with Sister Anna, that nun, in the church. After I was in Waianae, I tried to sneak back to the Philippines, but I couldn't. So, but before I left, the bishop says, if you come, you did a wonderful work, but if you come back, we don't want you anymore. It's not well. So I couldn't go back to the Philippines. It was very dangerous. And
so even after you went to the Hawaii, you wanted to go back to Philippines.
That's why I went to Hawaii. Yeah. So what happened is that one day I invited some nuns, some sisters, and Sister Anna, and Judy used to work with Sister Anna, and I cooked this honey chicken, and she liked the honey chicken. She stay with me still now because of the honey chicken. No, this is the joke. No.
So there are many Philippine living the community, right? At the time, many.
Still now, plenty. So
what type of people living there at the time?
Filipinos, some Japanese, Puerto Ricans, and majority Hawaiians. Yeah. So anyway, we married with Judy for 35 years, and we had a son that is our son when he was more Pomaikai. His name is Ka Pomaikai Oke Kaya Meka Aina. That is the blessing that came from the ocean and the land. No? And now he's 34 years old. This when he was small. And these are Judy's parents, the father and the mother. The father was in the military, so Judy went around the world a lot. And Judy was married before, and she had 2 children, Buddy and Scott, who now they are big, of course. And these are my parents with Pomaikai when he was 1.5 years old. My mother, my father, and us in Italy. It's really important to feel the roots of everything that happened in life. Yeah. Well, what I learned is that all the people that we meet, that is our family or friends, they really mold our spirit. They mold our heart. They mold our understanding of things. So each person that I met in my life really have been part of my life and making me a better, maybe different person, and help me to understand a lot of things.
So this is your life
more or less.
More or less. Okay, so how's the current situation of yours? Current situation of yours? Current situation of yours?
Okay, now I'm trying to. There is no word for retirement, because when you are connected with something, like I feel connected with our community. I feel connected with the land. I feel connected with the people who come to visit. No, you cannot retire from that. No. Yeah, I think every time is maybe is to understand things in a different way, and maybe and for sure let other people do the work, but the spirit has to be always, has to grow all the time. There is no retirement in my situation. There is no retirement. There is maybe graduation to a different way of looking at things and doing things, but no retirement, because that's a bad word, is graduation from. I've been doing this for so many years now. I graduate to something different, but with the same spirit, So, and let young people to take over.
Okay, thank you so much, Gigi.
Thank you.
At the end of the interview.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. So today I interviewed with Gigi from Hawaii. So I was able to listen to very fruitful his experience. So I'm hoping to the viewers audience also learn something from Gigi. So thank you so much. Thank you, Gigi.
It's okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. どうもありがとうございます。
傘で埋め